So, hi und willkommen zurück. Wir machen weiter bei Final Fantasy 16. Entschuldigt für die doppelte Tonspur, die mit aufgenommen wurde. Das habe ich jetzt behoben. Hoffe ich. Aber ich höre nichts. Huch. Na. So. Wunderschön. Wie versprochen, gehen wir jetzt mit der Hauptstory weiter. Machen wir mit der Hauptstory weiter. Und gehen dazu nach Kielbrück. Mal schauen, was uns jetzt erwartet. Erstmal ein schwarzer Bildschirm. Hier waren wir eben schon. Aber von hier aus müssen wir nach Nordstedt reisen. Warte. Es wird doch von hier viel besser. Wenn wir von da aus reisen. Hoffe ich. So. Haben wir da hinten diese Harpien? Nee, ne? Das sind andere Dinger. Das sind andere Wesen. Hier, die da hinten meine ich. Seht ihr sie? Nee. Und wir sprinten hindurch dieses Tor. Um nach Nordstedt zu reisen. Verbrechen und Strafe. Ja.
There. Northern soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope that Dame has friends in the south.
Tja, wir müssen wohl noch weiterlaufen. Aber diese zwei Gil wollte ich noch unbedingt mitnehmen.
It all smells so delightful.
Give me one of those hams. Or biggest.
Like a plum. With reds, whites, ale.
So, hier irgendwo ist wohl die Madame.
I simply can't decide.
Aber wo? Oh Gott, Moment. Einmal kurz gelüftet und dann schon einen aufgesagt. Unglaublich. Oh, Moment. So, ich glaube, es geht jetzt wieder. Tut mir leid. Es kann weitergehen. Wir haben mal was entdeckt.
It's not getting any fresher. A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Clive, du Schwerenöter. Ich hätte ja gar keine Ahnung.
You say these are all from down there?
You gonna buy
Ich wusste ja nicht, dass du so einer bist.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Nee, eine Wahl hast du nicht. Wir müssen mitmachen. Und im Schleier,
Well then.
was erwartet uns dort?
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
Also, ich finde, Clive sollte nicht zu tief stapeln. Ich finde, er ist ein großartiger Finder. Haben wir ja in der letzten Folge bewiesen. Wir haben ganz viel gefunden. So, was hast du denn zu sagen, Schleierkurtisane?
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So, dann auf zur Schlafgenossin.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Oh, oh. Ein Ein eifersüchtiger Hahn, der keine anderen Hähne duldet. Oh, oh, oh.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
Das geht ja nie gut aus. Und dann stalkt er sie auch noch. Das ist schon Stalken, was er macht. Hängt ja an ihr wie eine Klette. So, ich weiß nicht, ob ich hier überhaupt richtig bin. Anscheinend schon.
Heard the bones fell favorably. To the Vale, then, is it?
What do you think? Nothing like a quick tumble on another man's coin?
Was hast du zu sagen, Garnisonssoldat?
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Most likely. Fools there nigh on every...
Ja, wir wollen eh nach Oriflamme. Somit liegt es ja quasi auf dem Weg. Möchte ich mal behaupten. Ob wir das auch direkt erzählen werden? Weil wir wollen ja in die Hauptstadt eindringen.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Ein Spießrutenlauf. Erst hierhin, dann dorthin, dann doch wieder woanders lang. Hat das jemals ein Ende? Werden wir jemals am Ziel angelangt sein? Oh, da hinten ist Oriflamme. Wir sehen es schon.
Oriflamme. How many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Alle. Da hinten sind Fliegeviecher. Voltura sind es, okay. Genau, es ist vorbei. Oh, so viel Weizen. So viel Essen. Was ist da hinten? Sind die Chocobos gut oder böse? Diese hier sind gut. Eine Mutterkrab. Eine Blaufeder. Oh, jetzt haben wir aber den Zorn alle auf uns gedingstert. Ihr wisst, was ich meine. Auf uns gezogen. Boah. So nicht, Freundchen. Ich wollte doch nur wissen, was hier ist. Ob das hier überhaupt irgendwas ist. Oder einfach nur Kulisse.
An Imperial watchtower. Should be well stocked.
Mhm. Sehe hier das... Ob das so eine gute Idee ist, hier jetzt einfach so den hier anzugreifen? Neue Gegner nähern sich, okay. Oh, auch dieser Hauptmann wird es nicht überleben. Boah. Tritt ihn über die Mauer. So, was haben wir jetzt drin? Hey. Eine Dämonenschärpe. Können wir hier rein? Nein. Okay, Dämonenscherbe, was kannst du? Nee, wir sind ja hier. Metiers Hüftkreuz. Mehr Leben, mehr Verteidigung. Auf geht's. Also ich würde sagen, das hat sich schon mal gelohnt. Die Vögels lassen wir jetzt mal da. Wir müssen ja nicht jeden Vogel besiegen. Oder angehen. Ist doch eine ganz gute Strecke hier, ne? Ich hätte jetzt echt so einen kleinen Chocobo, den ich mir hier aussuchen kann. Okay, wir können unserem Hündchen auch noch Anweisungen geben. Anfallen, heilen, beißen. Okay, cool. Diese Nebenquest nehmen wir mal nicht mit. Und die auch nicht, denn wir wollen ja mal vorankommen hier jetzt in der Hauptstory.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Weren't expecting any new Brandon until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Überall wird man wie eine Ware behandelt. Oh, eine Kiste. Das Drachenschwert plus 10? Nee. Da. Ich habe schon ein paar Videos oder ein paar Clickbait-Artikel gelesen. Also nicht angeklickt, aber gesehen, dass sie existieren mit den "So findest du die beste Waffe im Spiel". Und wäre ja witzig, wenn er die einfach auch in so einer Kiste hinter so einem Haus gelegen hätte. Hätte doch was, oder?
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Dieser Ort ist ein hartes Pflaster. So, wo bist du denn? Da bist du. Ich habe dich gefunden.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Ja, wir berichten Madame davon, dass du geholfen hast. So. Und es scheinen wohl auch andere Ruinen zu sein. Ich hatte schon den Gedanken, dass das da hinten, der Turm, wo wir eben waren, dass das eigentlich die Ruinen sind. Aber das ist wohl einfach nur ein Wachturm. Oh Gott, diese dunkelhafte Musik. Aber das hier sind wohl die richtigen Ruinen da drüben. Und da sind ein paar Wölfe.
It smells of death here, Torgo. Wolves. You can't let them get any closer to the village.
Auch ihr könnt mir nichts anhaben. Denn ich bin einfach stärker als ihr. Aufgedunsener Wolf. Oh oh. Ja! Wölfe erledigt. Yes! Reißzahn und blutige Haut. Mhm, mhm. Oh oh.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You... Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatien is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Ah, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatien by.
Garnisonssoldaten haben einfach kein Rückgrat. Aber ich glaube, selbst wenn Yannick gewusst hätte oder erfahren hätte, dass der Kamm von der Madame kam, wäre er nicht weniger aggressiv geworden oder eifersüchtig. Ich denke, das hätte nichts gebracht.
If it was a message that
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatien. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatien. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Och Mensch, was für ein trauriges Ende.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Die Hauptstadt verlassen? Na, wir wissen es besser. Ich weiß nicht, sieht man das auf der Weltkarte? Wir sind jetzt da. Nee, sieht man nicht. Was auch immer das hier für ein Ort ist. Oder das hier. Wir wissen es besser. Denn Flame will nach Süden. Ob dieses Süden gemeint ist oder dieses? Oder ganz dieses Süden hier? Nee, das macht keinen Sinn, da ist ja nichts. Aber er will ja keine Stadt haben, sondern Land. Aber gut, begeben wir uns auf die Kapelle. Zur Kapelle auf dem Hügel.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
Dann schlängeln wir uns mal diesen Schlängelweg hier hoch. Mit dieser sehr bedrückten Musik im Hintergrund. Hoch. Über Stock und über Stein. Brechen wir uns hier kein Bein.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is,
If the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
So, ihr habt es gehört. Wir müssen uns fertig machen, damit wir in Oriflame, in die Hauptstadt, eindringen können. Und es gibt kein Zurück. Aber das sehen wir in der nächsten Folge, wenn es wieder heißt Final Fantasy 16. Und dann stürmen wir den kaiserlichen Palast. Bam!